Hey ladies and gentlemen, we're here again. We're gonna do my top 10 worst movie of the years, or the ones that I freaking just hated overall. And let's get to it. You already saw my best. You're shocked that maybe Logan was my number one, but now let's be shocked at who's gonna be my top to one. And let's start it off with number 10. Now we knew that Vin Diesel was coming back. He wants to bring his old shit. And my number 10 is Triple X, Return of Sandra Cage. I know that sometimes people might think that it was a good action movie or whatever. To me, that movie just sucked ass. It just, what can I say? Even bringing Ice Cube just for like freaking 10 minutes, it didn't work out for me. I felt bored in that movie. I know that they wanted to do like James Bond Kick-Ass. To me, it just sucked. It was too stupid. But then again, Triple X Part 2 and Triple X Part 1, they were just stupid. It's just stupid. I don't get it. I hate it. You might like it, but I hated it. Now, let's jump to number 9, which you'll be shocked of this because I fucking dislike this movie. But it was one of the most money-making movie, and that is The Fate of the Furious. Now, oh my God, that whole freaking part where the cars are chasing them, what the fuck were they thinking? Oh, that whole movie would have never made it if it wasn't for that part. That part really just, they jumped the shark this time. And I'm not looking forward to the new ones. If anything, I look forward to Dwayne Johnson's Hobbs character bringing his own, maybe even that, because I do like The Rock. But this whole, I'm done with Fast and the Furious. I don't know. It's just that I was a big fan of Fast 5. Fast 6 was okay. And then I became again a fan with Paul Walker when he passed away with Part 7. But Part 8, man. That whole, I'm telling you, that whole section, just, they really fucked the movie. Anyways, before I get into a tantrum, let's jump to my number 8, King Arthur, Sword of the Legend. Now, I really wanted to like this movie, like a lot. Two things why: Guy Ritchie and Charlie Hunnam. I really do want Charlie Hunnam to bring out his character out there. I really do want this guy to succeed because I was a big fan of the Sons of Anarchy, but this movie just sucked ass. And Guy Ritchie put his little quirky mannerisms and all that to his characters. But then again, this is not Guy Ritchie's thing. You're a gangster guy. You're gangster flicks, or even better with more politics or anything like that. You're better with those things. Keep King Arthur out of here. And it's just, it was not a great movie. That's all. It was not a great movie. I can't really shed on it too much because it's already a shitty movie. And CGI or even quirky mannerisms and all that couldn't save this movie. It was just a really bad movie, and hopefully Charlie Hunnam can succeed in some other places because this movie didn't really do anything for him. Plus, it was a box office bomb. Number 7. This is where you get into the horror genre, which you know that they're really horrible at it. Rings. Now, this is a sequel to The Ring and Ring 2 and Rings. It was just bad. I mean, when I saw the trailer, I'm like, nope. And I didn't want to get into it. I had to see it. But it's a piece of shit movie again. Any of these movies that I'm mentioning, with the exception of maybe Fate of the Furious, since you people love those movies, these are all crappy movies, and I can't really comment on how crappy they are. But if you want to go see a kick-ass horror movie, go watch Annabelle Creation, go watch Insidious, and go watch It Comes at Night. But don't fall into these craps like freaking Rings. That movie is just so stupid that I shit on it. Now, my number 6. My number 6, I'm really hoping it's the last one. I'm hoping it's gone. I'm hoping it's out of here anymore because this guy really doesn't know how to do zombie genre. And that's Resident Evil, the final chapter. To start off, I was really excited because of the way that the other one ended with the dragon zombies or whatever. And for this movie not to have that, you're like, really? You really fucked this here? And then to show the dragon in the last, 5 seconds of the movie, 30 seconds? I mean, you really... These movies all sucked. I mean, to me, not even part 2, which people praise it. They're all shitty to me. Just part 1 was good, and that's it. If you're gonna do a zombie genre, make it good. All the other ones, they're all shit. This one definitely is shit on top of shit on top of shit. But of course, 5 movies that are worse than this one. And let's get to it. Number 5, Wish Upon. Now, Wish Upon is about this little girl that gets this little wish box, and she gets to say, I don't know how many wishes, but every time she says that, someone has to die. And when she starts noticing that the little girl is a brat and she just wants everything for her, you don't give a shit about her. And when she dies, you just didn't give a shit. So, fuck that movie. And I don't know how you can make a character such a bratty little girl. Just because you're poor doesn't mean that you can do all that and have other people get killed off because of your wishes. And it's a crappy movie, and that's another horror movie that if you want to see it for the gore. Other than that, even if there is a little bit of gore in it, I don't remember that it was a lot. But other than that, skip the movie. You don't need to see it. It's just a pathetic movie and a piece of shit excuse to make a film. Now, my number 4. This is, I believe, the only movie that I've seen that it's a cartoon movie that really bored the shit out of me. My God, this movie's so fucking boring. That how could you put me to sleep with cartoon? The only thing that was good about it when he was saying fa la la, and yes, that is Captain Underpants, the first epic movie. Man, that movie is so boring. It's so shitty. You don't care about no one. Maybe the 2 little friends, but Kevin Hart's annoying voice ruins this movie as well. So I don't know what to say else about this movie other than skip it, because you'll fall asleep unless you're like a little child, which I have 3 of them and 2 of them fell asleep. I'm talking about how boring can you be that you're a cartoon movie that puts kids to sleep. I just don't understand. But this movie, skip it. It's trash. It's crap. It's bullshit. And hopefully they don't make a part 2, because I know that I'm not going to see it. Not even if it's with my kids. Now, my number 3. It's a movie about 2 cops that drive motorcycles. That it was a TV show, and they really fucking screwed it up. Chips. This has so many dick jokes. This has so much sex jokes. This has so much shitty jokes. Like literally shit jokes, but I didn't find it funny. This for anybody that says, oh, turn off your brain and watch it and you'll have fun with it. There might be 2 times where I laughed out loud, or maybe just laughed, but the movie was shit on top of shit on top of shit. To start off, Michael Shepard, you're not funny, dude. You just retired. I don't even know how you can get married to that beautiful girl. And Michael Peña, you can do a lot better. We've seen you do some great comedy. We've seen you do some great drama movies, and of course some good action movies. Why are you doing shitty movies like this? I don't get it, Michael Peña. Are you doing it for a check? But anyways, Chips, skip it. It's so stupid. It's not even so bad that it's good. It's just really bad. I don't even think I consider it a guilty pleasure. Maybe if you're fucking drunk, you'll enjoy that movie. But this movie was just shitty. You don't care about them. You just, I don't know. I mean, I think this is probably actually it is the worst comedy of the fucking year. But overall, the movie is just, it was bad. It's bad. I believe it's going to go on a lot of people's worst list of the worst movie of the years on their list. I do believe that it's going to be in there, but to me, it is my number 3. My number 2. Man, what can I say about number 2? Other than I defended the last 4 movies, and finally I get to jump in the battle line and say, Michael Bay, what the fuck were you thinking with Transformers The Last Night? Man, this movie was bad. It was boring. I have never sat through a Transformers movie where I was so bored. Yes, the CG action, there's a lot of Michael Bayism with action and all that, but even this time around, that wasn't excited anymore. It wasn't exciting. I was just staring at a freaking TV and I was like, what the hell am I watching? It was just stupid, and hopefully this new Bumblebee movie that's coming out can save the series, but even then, the movie was just bad. It was just bad. This is like I said, in the past I have defended part 1 being my favorite. 2 was good to me. Again, 3 I still lived with it, and part 4, that's when I kind of lost interest, and then just this one. And then what was the point for the girl? She was pointless. What was the point of the British guy? He was pointless. I mean, the whole movie was pointless. I believe that Transformers should be rebooted in another couple of years, or just change director. Michael Bay, you need to do your own stuff now. Go do like real live action movies. Go do like Bad Boys 3s and shit like that, or the 13 Hours of Ben Zire or whatever. That movie was good. That's a Michael Bay movie. That's good. But this movie was just, it was horrible. It's horrible, man. Get some new product going on. Erase Transformers. Restart maybe this new Bumblebee movie will kick off with a new style of direction. But Transformers, the worst Transformers movie overall. I think if I rewatch the other ones, I might not enjoy them anymore. But that's just me. Transformers was a piece of shit movie, and it was boring. And that's what I hate about movies, when they bore you. And this one, I have to put this one as my number 1 because of the shit that happened. Jeepers Creepers 3. Now, I know a lot of people said that was a video on demand. It did come out for 2 to 3 weeks in the theaters. Try to get that extra cash. Why would they do it? The first time when I heard about this movie, I was excited because it was going to be the original girl, taking place 20 years later, or 30 years when the Jeeper came back, and she was going to fight him. But no, they decided to put it as an interquel between 1 and 2, give you a nice ha ha ha, steal some money from fans, and then 3 weeks later put it on the Sci-Fi Channel. What the fuck? The movie wasn't even great to put it on freaking the theaters. It was bullshit. It was crap. Even the creeper looks stupid as fuck. When you have a great monster looking animal from part 1 and still looking pretty chilling in part 2, and then you make it look like shit on part 3 with some stupid ass CGI, this movie's fucking crap. I wish I would have never seen it. And of course, Victor Salva, you can go to fucking hell for doing all that crap that he did, and then giving us a piece of shit movie. I usually don't bring in people's past with movies, but in this case, fuck both things. Fuck him and fuck this piece of shit movie. If you do part 4, fuck you for stealing people's money, and fuck you for not doing your original thoughts to it. So, Jeepers Creepers, worst movie of the fucking year. Skip it. Don't watch it. Do not watch this movie because it was just too freaking bad. It was really, really bad, and just don't watch it, people. It's pointless. It's just pointless. But anyways, I just threw a little tantrums. I just give you my worst. What'd you think of them? Did you like that? Do you like the actual number 9 that it's in there, or do you hate that it's in there? Because to me, it's my opinion, and that movie deserves to be on my list like that. But each to their own. I do understand. If you hate it, comment. If you did like them, comment. If you like the show, well, like it. Watch other movies. Watch my top 10. But definitely do subscribe. And you guys do have a great year, because it is the 1st of January. And we have 12 months to go. Swat!